I'm talking about ayahuasca, which no, that is a completely different thing. Ayahuasca is, I know people who have drank ayahuasca, and please nobody drink that.
Oh my god.
Ayahuasca is a hallucinogenic that you have to get from like a shaman, I heard.
from a certified shaman.
Yeah, certified, which means they live in the middle of nowhere in Mexico in the mountains.
I was about to say, the way that you've been speaking, like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be the Texan shaman, mate. You're gonna be out there, like, in the woods.
Oh, that'd be great. That's my new gamer tag. Thank you, Texas shaman. You guys can catch me in VR under that name. But speaking of Mexico and Mexicans, thank God we are here in the finals with the Zerg player. Exactly how I would have wanted. Jaggernaut to Ellie, bottom left-hand corner. He's Mexican, he's a Zerg, he's a streamer, a dancer, a caster, top 90 in the world of StarCraft, none other than Timbers Esports, JimRising.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the best Latin American player, the best Protoss Latin American player we have representing Alpha X. He is blue. He is Pacomike.
You guys make me want to drink. I'll just sit here and sip my tea, though. That's just as good. I'll pretend it tastes bad, like alcohol.
Quote unquote tea.
Tea, quote unquote. Ayahuasca tea. That's actually how I think you're supposed to drink it, in a tea, but I don't think I would want to try that on stream.
A warm or hot alcohol? What?
Well, no, ayahuasca. I don't know why they mentioned ayahuasca in the chat, but that's not alcohol. That's just like
okay. Fair.
It's like peyote or something like that, I think.
I can hear you just opening up another Google tab, like, how do I grow ayahuasca?
Nah, I always picture that little edit that Vortex did. Anytime it's like, we need more duct tapes.
Oh god. All right. Well, as we are getting here, like, this is it. This is the grand finals, and Jim didn't play Protoss.
Yeah.
Is he gonna regret it?
Okay, we're actually getting some insight in the chat. Yeah, that's what I heard. You like carve a hole into something and then you just let it wait for like a week, and then you got a drink that apparently, I don't think it tastes good, but it's like a tradition and it gets you messed up.
Oh god.
But yeah, enough about that, guys. You guys are getting me. You guys are condoning my bad behavior, and I don't appreciate it. You guys should be uplifting me to drink water and go on a diet like Special.
Yeah, mate. Shout out to mate, he's looking better and better like as time goes on.
Oh,
like,
he's a very beautiful man now. It's coming to full fruition there.
Oh yeah.
I hope it helps his confidence in StarCraft, because he's gonna need it for his Katowice bracket.
Oh, definitely. like especially, it's great that you're doing better as a human being, but you better be playing StarCraft, okay? Because
Errol's in your bracket, mate.
Exactly. Oh,
imagine if Special beats Errol, then that means Cham could beat Errol, which means Cham's the greatest player in the world.
That's exactly what it means.
Yeah. I like this play though. DTs.
Exactly. So Pacomike, he's not doing regular Pacomike things. Like, we know him as the Stargate player, but here he is. He went for a Twilight Council first. He goes for the Dark Shrine, and immediately he got scattered.
Yeah, immediately. Jim's good. Pacomike's good. I don't remember if we've ever seen. I mean, we've seen them play, but I don't remember when.
Not this year, at least.
Yeah.
So we'll see, because a lot has happened in the past couple of months. You know, the Void Ray meta has kind of really risen up in this matchup, and Jim has been struggling against it. But this game, we don't have that, and Jim knows. So Jim must be feeling a lot more comfortable. Oh my god.
Nice. He's getting blinked. That's interesting take here.
Yeah. You normally don't see that. Like, as soon as the Dark Shrine finishes, he just immediately started it.
Yeah.
Oh my. So what was
I'm looking at the chat and all the hippies are coming out because I said something about ayahuasca. And I was like, actually, bro, it opens your mind. Like, I'm good, guys. I'm good.
Marcel was like, no, mate, it takes you to another dimension, mate.
Yeah, that's exactly like
zoom across space, mate. You gotta try it. It's like, man.
maybe I stay on this dimension. I like this one. I already don't like this dimension, so I don't want to go to another dimension because it might be worse.
You're like, look, this is what VR is for, okay? Like,
yeah, I got my ayahuasca in my VR. I got my ayahuasca simulator.
There you go. There you go. Oh god.
They need some sort of StarCraft VR game now. How pissed would everybody be if StarCraft like announced they were coming out with a new game and they're like, it's VR. I mean, and it's really terrible.
That'd be something. That'd be more than nothing, which is what we all expect.
Yeah, that's
right.
But then everyone, who the hell has a VR headset?
It's a very niche platform.
But if you guys are listening, Blizzard, please do it.
Oh god. Okay, and what's interesting? I'm still not entirely sure what Pacomike plans to do. That's a lot of DTs. Yo, that's like a hatchery killing DT squad.
He's going over there. There's Overlord. Does he see the DTs? He's got to see the blur.
Does he? Does he?
When he's playing, you see like a little poof.
Yo, does he get on top of the spore?
It's going down eventually. Oh, but there's an overseer here. You're gonna have to blink out.
No.
Recall. He's gonna get one out of there. Did he get one? Yeah,
he got one.
Not bad though.
I mean, that was pretty bad.
Forever to more.
Like, how many DTs did he just lose? He lost 2 DTs plus the morphing Archons. That's another 2. Plus that was blink DTs as well. Like there was that double investment into it.
Yeah. I wonder how that's gonna go.
Yeah, and Jim, he's getting ready for the counterattack. Like he barely lost anything, so he's nicely on 68 drones, and he is about to finish up, or he's working on his Nidus.
Yeah.
And we do see the Overlords are headed out across the map, so Jimmy's going to be looking to get some vision. And the problem is that Pacomike, he hasn't seen anything. Like, he's so blind right now. Yeah.
How many queens does Jim have? I'm looking real quick. He's got 4 queens. It's not really a scary amount, but hey, if you get a Nidus Worm in the main and then go for like a counterattack, I actually don't know what the Nidus is for if he's just walking across, making his way downtown, walking fast.
He's homebound. He's making...
I will do it just because I know Light can't not do it.
I have to do it every single time. Why not? I mean, I thought the swarm hosts were a mistake, but he's making 9 swarm hosts.
Oh, that's what the Nidus is for. I mean, he's trying to play like Cyril.
He's trying, you know what? He's trying to play like Cham right now, and it's working. Like, you know, he kills the 4th.
Yeah, from most of what I heard, Cyril says like, if he's going against anything other than Sky Toss, he goes to Swarm Host.
You know why?
Which Swarm Hosts are hard for me to get behind, but free units are pretty good.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good. That tells me that Cyril, he's been watching a lot of Cham. You know, like he's been learning.
Honestly, yeah. I do remember Cyril asked Cham for some help on some builds, but Cham's like, nah, I don't want to waste my time on low league players.
Oh god. And
I was like, bro, you're just not at my skill level. Stop asking me to play with you.
Yeah. What's going on, mate? I just beat special.
Yeah. So this is game number 1 so far in Jim's favor, I think.
Yeah, Jim is in the driver's seat. Like, he's pulling Pacomike apart. We have all these free units coming down here at the 3rd base, doing whatever they can, just keep, taking down some pylons, taking down some stalkers, and Pacomike, he can't really do anything to stop it. He doesn't have Storm. He doesn't have Colossus. He has Disruptors as his form of AoE.
Ferg Zimba.
Oh boy. How good are the shots?
Oh, roaches are so hard to split. Oh, I hate roaches.
God, they're just
this is why roaches don't work too good at the high level.
Yeah, they're so thick, they're so fat. They take forever to just split properly.
Disruptor's a good choice. 2 at a time. Pacomike going for that Neo Mech style.
Interesting.
Is it Neo? Nano Mech.
Nano. Neo's a Terran.
Yeah. Neo, Nano, they're all gonna lose to Jim.
Are they?
That sound effect from the Overlord dropping changelings. I never noticed how off-putting it was.
It's like, yeah.
I was like, what is that noise? I was like, oh, that's what changelings sound like.
Apparently, and Jim is gonna lose this entire Road Ravager army. Like, it just completely gets swallowed up. But what's terrifying is the Locust Wave is looking to take out this Nexus.
That was a very far Locust Wave, by the way, but it will take out the base at least. He's gonna have the workers, but not a base to mine out of.
Yeah, and I feel like at this stage, Pacomike just has to go. He's like, I just lost the base. Like, I'm so far behind.
By the time he walks all the way across the map and clears the creep and is able to maybe break the wall of Jim, there's gonna be no Locust Wave.
There should be. And then we'll see how he can deal with it. Again, there's no Storm. There's only one Archon, so it's so difficult to deal with all those Locusts.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do?
It's not ready yet. Oh, no.
Disruptor, shot, Purification Nova, the little Locust Wave. I don't get why Locusts can only shoot while down. They should be able to shoot air.
That would be awful.
Air.
That's...
That would be the answer to air.
Sky Toss?
Protoss. Yeah, Sky Toss. Just let the Locusts shoot in the air.
Yeah, that'd be...
I mean, they already fly. Why can they spit on the ground, but they can't spit in the air?
They can't crane their necks up, you know? They're just...
They can fly, though.
They can.
That wave wasn't quite enough, but with 15 roaches for reinforcements, he should be fine.
Yeah, like, Pacomike survived that attack, but he lost all of his Immortals, he lost Archon, he lost all his Disruptors. And what did Jim lose? He lost Roach Ravager. Like, he doesn't care about his Roach Ravager. Like, that's...
Yeah. All right, so that's a lot of Stalkers. I guess you just hope for the best, because really, I think you just got to switch into Sky Toss.
Yeah, that's exactly what Pacomike's doing. That is the way to win, but he just has to wait for that to happen, right? Like, the Fleet Beacon is on the way. He has to buy time before he can start his carriers.
Yeah.
Oh god, not again. Not another base. Oh god.
And that's another base. I mean, this place, at this point, yeah, just take out the gates and static defense. Nothing else really matters.
Alright, once again, it's go time for Pacomike. No more swarmers in his way.
One wave down, he's like, alright, I got 1 minute. I don't know how long Storm Host takes, but nice pre-backup before the Disruptor went in.
God.
Get that round. Oh, really good. Oh, actually, wow. Nice split there. Not the best splits in the world, but maybe just good enough. Jim says, I want those Disruptors.
I mean, it looks like he will get the Disruptor somehow, some way, one survives.
The one Disruptor in the back.
Get out.
You recalled it. What a waste.
Honestly, he probably should have just left it there, right? Like, to reinforce this army, you know?
But he thought Jim was going to get it.
He did. In the end,
I like all the static here.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem, right? Like, there's spines. There's 4 spines here.
Yeah. And this is a best of 5, so... I mean, it's not like Jim's going to be winning on match point after this game. Is it a best of 5? Do they agree to something different?
It is a best of 5.
Nice.
Okay, so Jim is starting to work on his corruptors. He only has 4 though. Okay, here we go. 6 coming out now. Meanwhile, Pacomike, he finished his Fleet Beacon. We got carriers.
I think if Jim already expects this and he... Oh, how do they get out? Oh, they can fit through there? Okay.
Okay. We're good.
Yeah, I thought they were stuck. My favorite thing, again, since I'm low league, is you can put a changeling in there. 6 Broodlords. That's not going to fare well when he sees the carriers.
Yeah, he just turned all his corruptors into Broodlords, is what just happened.
On his side of the map.
Yeah. Oh god, Jim, please don't do this. He's making more corruptors, like, so he will still have some anti-air.
What if he makes all of those in the Broodlords also?
Then that's GG.
Yeah. He still has the Swarm Host as well, so here goes another wave of Swarm Host. It's another dead base.
That should be a dead Nexus. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Repair it. Throw some mules down. He's going in for the main fight over here. Where are the Broodlords? Oh, he's close about down that air. That was nice.
Yeah. I mean, the Nexus goes down. We all knew that was going to happen. Again, that does allow Pacomike, like, he needs to do something. He needs to kill a base, kill 2 hatcheries, do something. Just not be idle here.
I mean, he's just losing base after base, and then I guess he's just trying to turtle up and get his corruptors out, or his carriers out. But little does he know, Jim's ready with the corruptors.
Well, the thing is that
and then if you...
Yeah?
Go ahead. I don't know what I was even going to say there.
I was going to say that Pacomike is like almost maxed out. He needs to get rid of like disruptors and stalkers. Like
he's losing a lot of workers here. I don't know what he's doing with those. Oh, he's skipping that base and going for a different base now.
Oh,
this is a nice catch, but reinforcements is going to have to be forced back. Wow, this is good here for Jim, I think. I've never seen that, a disruptor shot onto a Nidus worm.
I mean, it worked at least. And Pacomike, like he's been able to stabilize a little bit. He needs to get these bases up and running. If he's able to do so, if he's able to clear out all these overlords, so no more Niduses, then
this is the greatest composition I've ever seen. This is Infestor, Broodlord, Ling, Roach, Corruptor, Swarm Host. The only thing he hasn't got here is Hydras and Lurkers. And Ultralists. And Mutas. But either way, this is a weird composition here. I don't ever see this many different things on the map at once. Like micro.
Normally by now you would expect like Jim to like eventually get rid of these swarm hosts, but he's just kept them all alive this entire game, so they just keep dealing more and more damage.
Now what do you take out here? Do you go for the base or just take out static? Okay, I think it's a good choice too. Static. Because that's very expensive. That's more expensive than Nexus if you get all of the static defense here.
Yeah. And then it leaves this base vulnerable. Like Pacomike, he has to remake all of that. Otherwise, the next time the Locust come here, he loses the Nexus.
Yeah. And now he's got to keep the carriers there. And now Jim can maybe pivot up to the other base or something. There's an Overlord straight up to the north. And I'm wondering if Jim's ever going to drop a Nidus right there, somewhere around there. Since he didn't retake that 4th position there, that'd be a great position.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of dead air. Like there's vision here.
He could have stopped the mothership in the natural.
Exactly. And somehow, some way, Jim was even able to sneak across with all these roaches. Again, this is supply that Jim wants to get rid of, and he's gonna find as much value as he can.
Yeah, that's why I sent it across map. He's like, dude, I do not want these roaches. You also don't want to completely give them away from free. You kind of want to get value. Oh, that'd be a good pick. Oh man. Did he just cancel the upgrade or did it finish?
It finished.
Oh, it finished? Okay. But now Jim knows he can put a Nidus there and pop out some Swarm Host maybe.
He could. Speaking of Swarm Host.
Oh my god. There they go.
Here comes the next Locust Wave. This time the Nexus does fall.
And some workers too. 10, 13 workers? Jeez. Well, that's more room for supply for Pacomike. Oh my gosh, the fungal growth. It's really dependent on the swarm hosts. There's like 3 Ravagers here, and that's it. That's so many fungal growth, though.
It is. It's a lot of fungal growth, and it slows down the army just enough for the Broodlords to catch up to it. But
I don't think anything's even shooting at these. They're just dying from the massive amounts of fungal growths.
Yeah. I don't know if that was worth.
Broodlords never caught up.
The problem is that was a lot of energy. And like this is the scary thing. Like all these carriers, the mothership that just popped out as well. Like Pacomike is getting a pretty scary army.
To be fair, Jim's getting more corruptors. I don't know if I agree with more broodlords. Oh no! No, there's a swarm host, even though you kind of need to at this point. He's wave. Oh, he's trying to save the wave. Wow, what a guy.
He's trying to use the Broodlords to save the Swarm Host at the same time. That signifies, hey, the army's over here on the right-hand side. I'm going to push into the left.
Now, with this much static, I think it's going to buy enough. I mean, you kill the base, but you've already lost 10 bases. I think Jim's trading pretty efficiently here. I want to see what Jim does as far as these fungal growths. Is he going to fungal growth, interceptors, take over anything?
Oh,
you can't neuroparasite the mothership, I don't believe.
Jim wants to fight. He wants this. But he does force it back, and okay, there's a little bit of a zealot run by. Again, Pacomike, he's starting to apply the pressure here to Jim.
Yeah. Yeah, I think since one of the latest updates, not too long ago, one of the last big updates, they made motherships a hero unit or something like that. They can't be neuroparasited. Can't be hacked. Oh, two carriers. That's pretty good.
Wow, 2 carriers for absolute free.
Yeah. Don't get hit by the storms. I love this. He's pulling the army back because he can just go Crosabile down anything. Not Crosabile. What is this called?
Caustic Spray.
He can throw up.
There we go. That he can. This is a little bit scary because if Jim loses these corruptors, like that's pretty devastating. Oh, he's trying to focus down the Nexus.
It's gonna take too long. Jim, get out of there. Don't do it. Pacomike's completely broke now, though. He can't remake any army at all. He's long distance mining.
Oh no, Pacomike cannot turn around right now. Like as you said, he's like his army is still pretty strong. Like he needs to go.
Jim is maxing out on 7 more corruptors and hydras and getting hydra upgrades now. Oh my gosh, the counterattack's just giving more space for Jim to get more units out.
Yeah,
I mean, he doesn't have the best economy, but he's got a nice little bank to end it all here.
Exactly, that bank is so important for Jim, and he's still continuing to expand. To be fair, if Pacomike keeps this up, then that bank from Jim will eventually run out, but at the moment he's fine.
Yeah. Now the question is, how do you beat this? There's quite a few carriers here, and the disruptors are still alive, so... Jim.
Oh, no.
That's not how you want to lose your army.
Oh, God. All the corruptors dive in. He does get the mothership and the carrier, but...
You get out of there very weak, and the mothership and the carrier is good. The only thing that's really good here is that he's going back and he's pulling this army out of position, but you don't want to go right back over the army. Jesus Christ. Please, Jim.
Jim, please.
Making 11 more corruptors.
Oh, God. I mean, at least
this is what I wanted him to do. He finally did it. The Nidus Worm at the north.
Finally. I mean, like, this is great. Like, he is forcing Pacomike back home, which is nice, but oh my God, Pacomike is gonna get the hatchery.
That's rough. There's another hatchery being made, though.
There is.
Oh, he found the Nidus.
He does find the Nidus before anything really does happen with it, and thankfully Jim is remaking his corruptors, and the counterattack wasn't fast enough, so Jim will have a decent amount to defend.
Oh no, he's getting out of position though. The whole army's over here. How do you play this out if you're Jim? I really don't know. Do you just jump on the carriers and hope that the Broodlords stop everything else?
We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of energy on these infestors, like a lot of energy.
It's a micro.
True.
You got a micro target fire the carriers. You also have to fungal growth all the army, and maybe, yeah, there's no ground, so you just purely fungal growth here, and then you got to unleash the locust wave, and then hopefully the Broodlords are also in position together as well.
Ooh, storm goes off.
All right, good fungal growth.
Good fungal growth, but 3 infestors die immediately. But oh my God, everything gets fungal growth.
Oh my God, I think he's doing it. This is quite a spectacle here. It's like the days of swarm hosts with infested Terran. He just fungal growths the heck out of everything. Broodlords show up to fight, target fires down the carriers, and even release the locust wave perfectly executed. And now they're kind of even in everything again.
And this is what we are going to see in IM Katowice. This is what the European Zerg players have been working on. Broodlord Infestor is making its return against Skytoss. No more. Oh my God, even cause I think that was a misclick.
Was he trying to fungal growth the cannon instead? That was a lot of feedback to Ant Storms. There's a lot of Protoss here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's too many Broodlords though. Way too many.
Just too many. There are a lot of Archons, but not enough to get under those Broodlords.
Wow, there was a bank there for Pacomike, and 11 Stalkers were just made. So he's gonna try and shut this down. On the other side, Jim's making 14 Lings. If these Lings can get here before the Stalkers do, Jim's gonna be able to hold. He just needs a little bit more energy on his infestors. This is getting scary. This is dicey. It's down to this right here. Whoever wins this fight is gonna get the GG. Jim's gonna lose his only two. Okay, no, he has a little bit more. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, the Lings are just
from the back.
They are coming in to reinforce. The Archons are going down. The mothership is coming in though. There is detection with this observer overseer.
Yeah, there's no anti-air here. There's nothing to stop the carriers. GG from JimRising. What a game. He barely lost it. I think he just got a little bit overconfident and stayed too long, destroying that last base. And with that, he was not able to secure the victory. What a game number one, though.
GG. I don't know if you noticed, in that last fight, the mothership came in and immediately Pacomike focused down that overseer. There was no detection for Jim, and that's when it swung in Pacomike's favor.
Yeah, and even if he did have the overseer, there's nothing to shoot up, so the carriers would just sit there and do damage all day. He had no more corruptors, no more hydras. They would only trickle in. There was a lot of reasons Jim was dead there, but I think he could have won that if he just did it a little bit different. But as you said, you know, the Europeans are refining it, and Jim's trying it out here.
Yeah.
I think if he goes for the same thing again, it can work.
Jim played it out well. There were a lot of times though we saw where he kind of like YOLO'd his like corruptors, like he dove in
that
with
was
them
the
a
big
lot.
mess up
Yeah,
there.
like he kept like needlessly losing corruptors every now and then, and that it adds up, you know.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we are. Okay, that was only game one.
Yeah, that was game one of the finals. So we're in for a long one. But nonetheless, I'm excited.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Question mark. Are we the only casters today? Us and Cosmos?
Yep. Yeah, we're the only casters.
Only strong survive.
It's a bit unfortunate. You know, we don't have any Spanish casters today. Funada Enki, Funada Grizzly, and Mabel's.
Mabel, yeah.
yeah. These Latin American events, man, they deserve a Spanish cast. What's going on?
Yeah. The Latin American event with no Spanish cast. It's a little disheartening, a little sad. Me and Light might have to brush up on our Spanish and just go all Spanish now. But nonetheless, that means you guys are here talking to us, and that's great. And what else is great is this man in the bottom right-hand corner. First event back that we've seen, casted even in 2021. He's already here in the finals. He's up one. He's playing for Alpha X. He's from Mexico. He is Pacomike. The Imba bro.
And spawning in the top left hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Mexican Zerg player. He is red. He is representing Timbers Esports. He is streaming right now, performing for his fans, playing Zerg. I love it. Not Protoss, not this time. It is JimRising.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited to see this one. Jim had a great execution last game, but that's off of a DT Blink opener for Pacomike. What else is he gonna bring to the table?
That's what's scary, because Pacomike went for a really weird opener that didn't do anything,
and still won.
Won. Like, if Pacomike goes into his standard like double Stargate opener, like that's a little bit scarier, you know. Like,
I don't feel like that would be more understandable from Jim to counter.
True. I guess
I don't
we'll
know. It's all speculation. Both these players are pretty random, I would say. Neither of these players would be a called standard player at all.
They are unique, very unique. Yes. But also at the top of the Latin American scene, of course, JimRising, one of the best Zerg players out here, second best Mexican Zerg, just behind Cham. But Pacomike, he is straight up currently the best Protoss player in Latino America, and he's got to show off a little bit. You know, he's got to prove it to everyone watching.
Yeah, we'll see. Both these players got a lot to prove here. Jim trying to prove he's not just a streamer. Pacomike trying to prove that playing other games doesn't make you a bad player. I'm only rooting for Jim here because he said he was playing League of Legends.
God damn it, Pacomike. It's no excuse. No excuse not to have been playing StarCraft. We missed you. God damn it. But we do see he is going for a more standard Stargate opener. Do you think he's going to go into a second Stargate after this?
Yeah, if he loves us.
And if he doesn't, I mean, he hates us, and then we're never gonna cast him again.
Yeah. My bad. I'm just getting a message saying that there's like some big storm warning in Texas, and there might be power outages, and no one should leave their homes, and that we gotta have like food already. It's crazy.
Oh my! Like a snowstorm or like a?
Yeah, I mean. I'm assuming they mean snowstorm, but they're just saying precautions. A major winter storm. That's what they call it. A winter storm. Which why not just say snowstorm?
I like to think that like the people in Texas who are doing this, they've never used that word before in their vocabulary because it just doesn't.
Like, what do we call this? There's gonna be like ice from the sky. In a storm?
They're like, it's the rapture. The ice is falling from the sky. Like,
yeah, it's the rapture. There's ice. Everyone stay inside. I mean, the way this message, I don't know who it's from, but it's from the government. They're making it seem like it's, I don't know if you've ever seen that End of the World movie where in like New York and everything freezes over. And like you step outside for 5 minutes, you could freeze to death. You just freeze there walking.
Yeah. That was Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow, that's it. Yeah. See, light gets me.
Yeah. That was the movie where there's a helicopter and like the fuel in the helicopter it freezes. And then it goes down.
Bros, watch out. It's that cold.
They literally run away from cold. That happens. There's like a scene where like the camera is the cold
coming. Yeah, and they're like, run, it's getting colder.
And they shut the door. They shut the door in the face of the cold.
And the cold's like, well, they got me. Everybody knows doors don't transfer heat.
Oh my god.
That must have been a nicely insulated door. That door is made of pure lava.
God damn.
Why didn't anybody do that? Why didn't people just go chill in volcanoes?
Yeah. That's all you gotta do.
Like if it's that cold, I'm sure there's like a certain level of a volcano where it would be just the right temp to live at. Oracle! I forgot there's a game at the Oracle. Woo-wee. And I guess we could talk about the game a little bit. No second Stargate. It's gonna be Resonating Glaives. No Robo, no War Prism.
Yeah, Pacomike hates us, confirmed. He did not go for a second Stargate.
Confirmed hates us. We've seen this last week.
Yes, he does do this. And every now and then he throws it in, right? It's when you go for Glaives after that Stargate. It does mean that you don't have a Robo ready for this, so there is no War Prism to reinforce these adepts. He just waddles them across the map.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the best fight you want to take, but the roaches are out of position. Oh, he doesn't finish it? He does finish it. Oh, he fully walled off. What a guy.
Wow.
That's a cool wall off. I didn't think about that. I usually wall off, leave. I mean, he unwalled anyways. But but if you leave a hole in the wall, then you can fill it up. He just completely walled off. And, I don't know. That was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. Unfortunately, like he didn't get through the wall anyway. Another queen does go down. The adepts are starting to get a couple of drones.
This reminds me of how much a nerd we all really are. I'm like, oh my god, he put a building in the wall. It doesn't sound that impressive, but believe me, it's very impressive.
He has the biggest brain. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the hatchery's on fire.
Yeah.
Do you think that if you use the mechanical skin for Zerg, then like
they should burn away.
It should slowly burn away.
It should definitely slowly burn away. You should have to transfuse it.
But as a trade-off, you can lift your buildings.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they burrow actually instead.
Oh. Okay.
The buildings burrow.
Yo, this counterattack could actually deal some damage. Like, what are the High Templars doing here? Like, this storm isn't ready. Oh god.
Yeah. One thing I forgot to tell you guys about. Oh god, that's bad. But there's so many zealots here. Unfortunately, luckily I didn't plant all my corn, but corn dies in the freeze. So I'm pretty sure my corn is no more.
No.
which means I got to go back and put more.
You
I'm up
need
for
to
the
like
challenge.
construct like a mini greenhouse to like protect the corn, you know? Like
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I protect against 1 degree weather, but, but after
just-
this snow, then it should be fine, and I should be able to go back to corn.
Did you not watch They Have to just shut a door in its face? That's all you need. Just
I just need to put a door on each end of the corn. Not even a building, just a door.
How did
That's
that
how you-
movie
that's how you
end?
do it.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they shot like something in the air that changed global warming. I have no idea. It was such a terrible movie. I don't think anybody even knows. I don't think anybody stayed around long enough to watch the end.
It was.
They call it Day After Tomorrow because you don't hear about the ending from your friend until the day after tomorrow you watch it.
There you go. There you go. It was the precursor to 2020? No, 2012, that's it. 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
Yeah. Goddamn.
Yeah. And now here we are, 2021.
We're still here.
Unfortunately.
We're still kicking.
We didn't
Ah,
freeze or burn. And we
Yeah.
don't have flying cars. This is a ripoff.
It's not what we wanted.
I can't believe, like, growing up, people were like, oh, in 2020, they'll have flying cars. And we're like, we got electric. We made them electric. They don't fly.
It's just
You can
incredibly
play
expensive
Mario
as well.
Kart in your Tesla now. But Roach Hydra, I haven't seen that in a while. That's pretty cool from Jim.
Yeah, and
Oh, that's a big pick.
Jesus, just completely shutting down the aggression of Pacomike. Pacomike is trying to find some damage, but Jim, he has vision all over the place. He has his overlords nicely positioned throughout the entire center of the map, and whenever Pacomike moves out, Jim knows.
Why is he not killing the overlords?
That's a good question. He's just leaving it.
Yeah, just left there, just chilling.
Oh. Oh god, and here we go. Hydra, Lurker, Viper, Jim, he has it. He even has Lurker range already, working on the final upgrades as well. And Pacomike's kind of just been lagging behind a little bit. Like, mate, where's the carriers? Where's the Skytoss?
He's got a super awesome economy, but you know, Jim's got a super awesomer economy. Jim's gonna expand again, even, and he's already at 92 drones. He doesn't even need to go that high, but he's there.
He has
95.
too many drones, arguably.
BM.
God damn it, Jim. And finally, Pacomike, you must have heard us because the Fleet Beacon is on the way, the Stargate is on the way, but it kind of feels a little bit too late at this point. Like,
Yeah, Jim's already got enough to throw his armies away here.
Yeah.
Fool infestors. What's he gonna abduct? Oh wow, that was not good. He should have abducted those not swarm hosts, the stormy boys. Not the swarmy boys, but the stormy boys. That's what I'm start calling swarm hosts, swarmy boys.
There you go. The storms are landing, which is quite nice, but again, he's losing a lot here. He's probably even going to lose the Nexus. He tries to go for a Zealot counterattack, but look at all this stack D.
Yeah. Jim's looking tough here. I don't know what Pacomike was doing in this game, but it was not that impressive. I like the idea here. He might even clean all this up, but the damage is done. 3 bays versus 6 bays.
That's exactly right. Like, Jim has his entire half of the map. Meanwhile, Pacomike is stuck only on 3 bases. He just lost his 4th. And without that base, like, Pacomike can't afford carriers. He just doesn't have the money.
Yeah. I would say Jim got this one in the bag. Now Jim is known to throw some games, so it's possible he doesn't win this. But I don't foresee the economy ever matching up for Paco.
Exactly. Pacomike, he's trying to go Skytoss in this economy. Madman. It's crazy.
To be fair, it is his brand.
It is.
Oh man. Lord Loken, you're from the Canada-U.S. border. What side? And if so, do you know about Trailer Park Boys? Because they're from Canada, and that's a good show. I think everybody from Canada knows Trailer Park Boys. I think they had like 10 seasons and like 4 or 5 spin-offs. And
Oh my
movies.
god. Oh my god.
Yeah. And each season's like 20 to 30 episodes, I think. Super popular.
I'll be honest, I have never heard of it as
Yeah.
as Australian.
Oh, the yoinks from the high ground. Oh, that's rough. That's just free, like thousands and thousands of dollars there.
I think this is just the last push. I feel like everything on the ground is going down. Sure, there are plenty of High Templar, but GG gets
I
gold.
didn't even try and use the High Templar in the back. But this is crazy. We're going into, I'm not going to call it the ace match, but it feels like the ace match because we're 1-1.
It feels like the ace. It's not the ace match, but
Tiebreaker.
hey, there you go.
The tiebreaker. All right. Now, game 3, who do you think wins and why?
Pacomike.
You're wrong, and I'll tell you why. No, I'm just kidding. I think Pacomike's going to go for the double Stargate. I think he was waiting to pull that out of his pocket. You know, you save the best for last.
Exactly.
I start off with your best moves.
I 100% agree. It's something that we've been waiting for, and he just hasn't gone for. I'm not too sure why, but like he's been trying other things, and to be fair, he succeeded in game 1. But in game 3, he needs to whip it out here and now. You know, we need to see that double Stargate. We need to see the Void Rays.
We need the double Stargate here. But now Jim Smart, he maybe would know this.
He should know this, and he may just go for, you know, a bit of a German taxi. He may just make a bunch of queens.
That would be cool. I wouldn't mind a German taxi, or subway, or whatever works. There's 3 different ways. You can Nidus, you can Dropper Lord, or you can. Some people go for the Creep Highway, and I've seen a lot of people just aim with their queens across the map early on, and eventually they'll get there.
They will eventually get there. We'll see. As so far, we don't know what map it's going to be on quite yet. We'll find out shortly.
Yeah.
Once we do, we can jump into it. As Jim
saying we might get 7 inches of snow.
Oh my.
That's pretty cool, I guess. I had plans to go and do stuff tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that now. We'll see.
We'll see.
But one thing I'm excited to see about is this next lobby.
Yeah, and also take care, right? Like if there is a big storm and if the power goes out, you know, make sure you get your food, you got your candles.
Come on, man! I've been camping for 2 years now. I've been prepared for this day. I'm gonna go in my backyard just to tough it out in the snow. If my electricity goes out, I'm going camping. I'm going to the land.
You're like, I'm fine. You're like, man, I got like 2 barrels of oil like buried outside. I could just light it up.
I got 2 barrels of oil. I am chilling. I might burn the house down on accident.
Yeah, is that like your retirement plan? Because there are people who like
retirement. Yeah, retirement plan right
not
there.
burning the house down, but like, you know, accumulating like oil over time and hoping that like the value appreciates over time.
The value appreciates. Yeah, and then I'm gonna sell it. I'm just gonna go buy a bunch of oil barrels and just bury them in my backyard. Speaking of burying, I don't know how that relates to this. This guy never goes burrow. I've never seen him burrow any sort of lings at bases. He doesn't need to. He goes straight into lurkers and all the crazy plays. In the top left-hand corner, it's the red Zerg on Romanticide LE. It's none other than the streamer caster, pro player, top 90 in the world. It's JimRising for JimRising Sports, representing Mango.
And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the Mexican Protoss, the best Protoss in all of Latin America, representing Alpha X. It is Pacomike.
I missed the creep highways. Those were my favorite. There's the era of like creep highways and roaches. That was top tier.
I mean, there was like a solid like 2 months where like that's all that Cham did against Protoss. He just
Yeah.
just creeped it up, waddled across the map, just ended it. And we've seen some Zerg players do it on this very map, on Romanticide. Like, you can do it if you want to. At the same time, Romanticide is a pretty good map if you're a Protoss and you turtle up and you go all the way to like 4 bases.
Yeah, which is what we don't want to see here. Something you never want to see. 4 bases in a game? Who does that anymore? If it's got 4 bases, the game's going too long for my taste.
Oh boy. Yeah. Like it can happen on Romanticide. We'll see. It's on Jim to stop that from happening.
Enjoying Twitch chat today. Thank you guys for putting your insight out there.
They're like,
we enjoy all feedback.
They should make a tournament where we invite people from chat to cast.
We should make a cast where we invite people to come on the stream and then we roast them.
really, you just want to bring Dastan on. That's all you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's get Dastan on here and let's just sit him down and we'll roast him for 20 minutes.
Oh my god. I mean that's pretty much what happened the other day, and we can do it again.
Yeah, we got to do that again, but with Yoda.
Oh god. Yeah, sounds interesting.
Speaking of the game here, third base for Jim. I don't know what this disgusting play is that he's doing.
I know, right? He's expanding.
A timely expansion.
Disgusting.
Weird. I don't know what's up with him today.
Something's wrong.
Pacomike. Okay, Void Ray. No second Stargate again. Disgusting.
Not yet. We'll see what happens after he gets his first Void Ray out and kills this Overlord. I expect a second Stargate, but we'll see. We'll see if he goes for another Twilight Council.
Yeah, I wonder what he's gonna Chrono boost out. I don't see any sort of Chrono going on here.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. Meanwhile, Pacomike is trying to be a little bit annoying with these adepts. Again, he confirms the third base. He knows the timing. Pacomike goes for his own third.
Ooh, he went for Oracle Phoenix, then a Oracle, then a Phoenix, and back to Oracle. I saw the tab. It was like Oracle, cancel, Phoenix, cancel, back to Oracle. But he's going for the Oracle opener. But last time it didn't do him too well.
He almost lost
Oracle, yeah, he almost lost it. I'm sure he lost. I mean, he lost it eventually because he lost the game. But yeah, Jimbo over here already going for the layer. Is he gonna go mute us?
Oh, we'll see.
Hydras maybe. That's something we also see straight into Hydras if he's expecting the double Stargate. And there it is, the Forge, which I would assume is for Stargate upgrades.
Interesting. So Jim is going for a very fast lair, as you said, and we have seen him go straight into Hydras if he's playing against Void Rays. The thing is that he doesn't know right now. He doesn't know that there is no second Stargate, that Pacomike went straight into a Twilight Council and a Forge, which looks to me kind of like charge slots.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any sort, or maybe he could. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he goes into Resonating Glaive to depths again. But as of now, yeah, it looks like +1 charge, which I absolutely hate. This is the most terrible build.
Yeah, and there it is, +1 and charges on the way.
I hate it.
And like, this is a really good blind counter if you think that Jim is gonna go for Hydras, but he's going for Mutas.
Yeah, that's what it was looking like. He's got all his gas is taken. He has one drone over there in the natural that's just became unfroze. Oh, there he goes. He just moved it. But yeah, so Muta's an interesting choice here. I mean, a good response if there was double Stargate play at hand, but will he be able to get the Mutas out in time? It's going to be Immortal, Archon, and Charge Lots, which is, is he going to get Archons out here in time? I'm not quite sure how this plays out at all.
That's the scary thing. Like, Pacomike has to scout with this Oracle, and so far, like, he's in the main, but he misses the Spire. The Spire's here in the natural.
Yeah, he's gonna miss it, but what can Aspire do if there's Archons out? And it could be like the Roach versus Muta, you know, in a ZvZ, like the Zealots can go and wreck everything before the Mutas even take them out.
It could. It definitely could. But the Spire is about to finish up, and because this hasn't been scouted, like, there's no Phoenixes on the way, there's no Archons, as you were saying, like, there's an opportunity. If he needs to, he can morph them in, but he doesn't have any ready. He's going straight into Storm.
Yeah. Now, I didn't look at the tab, but I was like, what if Jim makes Corruptors because he thinks it's double Stargate? 10 Mutas, all right, that's actually pretty good. This is funny. He knows he can't put that back down there.
Oh god, and the Mutas are about to pop out. We'll see how much damage they can get done before Pacomike is able to muster a response. Oh.
Ooh, PP from Jim.
Ooh, PP.
Does that mean he has to go to the bathroom?
It could be Yoda.
He's not saying please, Paul. He's saying I have to go, buddy.
Are you ready to count us in once he returns?
Oh, wait, am I counting or am I hitting the button?
Which one do you want to do?
I'll hit the button. You count.
Okay, I'll count. Okay.
Wait, we gotta wait for both of them. Okay, now we can do it.
Okay.
Nice.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Years of practice, ladies and gentlemen. A year of practice. This year now makes it years.
Oh boy. And here we go. The Mutas are coming out. Behind this, Hydrogen. He's getting ready to switch straight into Hydras after this, but he may not even need to.
Yeah, this is pretty rough here. Ooh, can you get that War Prism right out the gate? Get it. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah? No, yeah? Yeah. Okay, he won.
Mate, he killed the whole... That's it.
Who the hell goes Spire in a PvZ that early? Jim, a genius. A mad genius.
GG. And the problem is, what we just saw is Pacomike, he had to scout the Spire. And he had his Oracle, and to be fair, he was checking the main. He was checking the natural. He was looking for the tech. It was just in that one place in the very middle.
Weird. It was right at the bottom of the ramp. That was so weird.
Yeah, mate.
If any adept would have gone in, they would have seen it.
You say weird. It was big brain.
That was big brain, yeah. That's what big brain is. It's weird. Thinking outside the box. I love what they're saying in the chat. There's going to be a contest to whoever wins has to cast from the audience with Steel in full dimension mode.
Mate, Steel has lost his goddamn mind.
Steel is also my spirit animal.
He's got no idea what's going on, mate.
Has he gotten worse?
He's like, we were having a conversation off stream, and we were talking about there's a StarCraft Legends. We should have been recording.
Yeah, that's the first thing. It wasn't on stream. We'll continue.
So, StarCraft Legends show match was confirmed for BlizzCon. So that's gonna be a thing, and he's gonna be like, he's like, you just wait and see. Like, they're just gonna invite players that no one's heard of, that I haven't heard of, and we're like, mate, you forget every player's name. You have no idea who's currently playing. He's like, no, yeah, they're gonna invite someone like Gyum, and we're like, who? And he's like, yeah, Gyum. You know Gyum? And we're like, what? He's like, yeah, the guy, he played in Brood War, and he was like the first, like, he's like a Canadian. He was like the first like foreign winner and stuff, and he played in the show match. You know, Gyum. And I'm like, do you mean Gur? he's like, no, I mean Gyum. And then I linked him the Wikipedia page. He's like, oh.
That's why I say everything with the least amount of confidence. So if I'm wrong, I'd be like, well, you can tell I was inconfident when I said it. So I already knew I was wrong. But no, that guy was sticking to his guns.
We were like, who are you talking about? Like, there's no, like, what you're saying isn't even the name of a player. And he's like, I don't know. He's like, in my brain, that's just what I was thinking.
I mean, Steel Mold needs to cast some more Latin American events, but very rare that he's ever awake at that time.
Yeah.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner. Speaking of awake, this guy's awake and on the edge of his seat. He is down one game. This is match point for his opponent. He's playing for Alpha X. He's a blue Protoss from Mexico. It's Pacomike with his great return here.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Pills of Gold LE, we have the Mexican Zerg player. He is red. He is representing Timbers Esports, already up 2-1 in this best of 5 finals. It is Jim Rising.
Can't believe that last game went like it did. I thought the Zealots were gonna hit before the Mutas came out, and then he would have won. And then I was thinking maybe he just throws in some Archons and then he fixes the problem. But I think if Pacomike went double Stargate, Jim would have lost because 2 Phoenix would have been coming out at a time.
It would have been about the scouting, basically. Like,
yeah.
If he saw, then if he had gone to double Stargate, and then sure, double Phoenix production, right? But
yeah.
if Pacomike never saw it, then it was.
Yeah, you're right. That's the biggest thing. He could not find that. I mean, I guess if he went to double Stargate, he probably would have been pushing more with his Void Rays in that section, maybe seeing it, but regardless, big brain for Jim.
Oh, yeah.
How do you decide what to pull out here if you're Jim?
Jim
or
can do
Pacomike for that matter.
I mean, Jim can do whatever he wants. Pacomike, like, mate, he's been avoiding that Stargate play. I don't know what's up with him. Maybe he's not confident. Maybe he's just out of practice. I have no idea. But he needs to do something different here because Jim is gonna run away with this if he doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right,
Meanwhile,
let's see how this turns out.
I also have no idea what's happening in the chat right now. I don't.
Yeah, they're talking about color, and I don't. You guys lost me now, but there's a Stargate. Nothing strange here in the opener. As time passes, it gets a little bit more. There's actually okay. There's only 2 adepts on the map going across. Is this a 3rd adept here coming out? No, 2nd adept. Okay, it's a pro.
Okay. Got the adepts.
I'm getting
out.
too excited here.
Jamie's taking his 3rd base. Everything is pretty normal so far. We should be seeing a Void Ray first. We'll see if he switches things up, goes for an Oracle.
Void Ray is just the way to go. If you go Oracle, you're a madman.
Pacomike, he has not lost his mind. He's not a madman.
He might be a madman, but he hasn't shown it yet. This might not be the movie that tells us he's a madman. I'm thinking that pylon on the high ground means double Stargate.
Or it could be. It could be.
I may be reading too much into this, but I'm pretty sure anytime a Protoss puts down a pylon, that means Stargate.
Oh. So far, it's the same as last time. He's going for an Oracle next.
I mean, to be fair, he got a lot of damage done last game with the Oracle. He put a bunch of stasis wards down and trapped a bunch of drones in there, but it was not enough to break Jim.
Speaking of breaking, Jim is making a decent amount of lanes. It looks like he wants to try and deny this 3rd base. We'll see if he's going to be able to with this like semi-link flood. And I'm just waiting for the tech. Like, what's?
Yeah, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be a 3rd base first.
Oh god,
Oracle needs to come home.
There's a shield battery. Okay.
Last second shield battery. I don't like that. Jim could have taken out the 3rd with this. Oh, he still is.
He's gonna be able to take out the adept. The shield battery here at the 3rd is not ready. A couple more units are being warped in there.
Nice.
And there it is. We did it.
We did it. We're here, guys. We figured it out. Jim's going layer, and he only has lings, so I'm gonna assume he's going for another Mutalisk Den.
He could. He totally could. We'll have to keep an eye on the gases.
If he has no gas right now, I'm assuming it's Muta. No Roach Warren, no gases, just the layer. It's either straight into Hydras or straight into Mutas again. And if the Muta guy is gonna do anything, he's gonna go Mutas.
Yeah, he's done so before. He's gonna do it again. He hasn't confirmed whether it's double Stargate or not. But even if it is double Stargate, you can still go Muta. This is something that Jim did a couple of weeks ago, where you go Muta and it's double Stargate. Doesn't matter because you have a Hydrogen on the way. That's why Jim, he had a Hydrogen in production last game as well, so he can switch if it is double Stargate.
Which he's gonna have to switch. Which I think will be cool because I think that'll force Phoenix out here for more Void Ray. Because the answer to Void Ray is Mutas. He's throwing a Roach down. He's getting 4 gases at once. I don't think this is for Roaches.
Oh yeah. Pacomike does get in with his adepts. He should see the gases, so he should be aware that there is, like, you know, a higher form of unit on the way. He's not going for Mutas.
Hydra, nice.
Okay. Less of a risky player.
Yeah, more secure the win here. Secure that back, because it's not very easy to beat a Protoss in this day and age. So, the thing is, Pacomike hasn't done the typical go for mass air, but here we have it. 4 Void Rays are out, and the Fleet Beacon is on the way. And he's doing Protoss things.
He is.
Luckily, Jim didn't expand over there quite yet.
Yeah, so the fourth
West,
base. Yeah. Like he took the fourth over on the right hand side, so it's more ideal. It will get up, but the spawning pool is vulnerable. No.
Yeah, I was wondering that from the beginning why he put it there. I've never seen it there before, but does he even need it? Does he need more lings?
That's the question. I mean, he's throwing down another spawning pool. Ooh, the high energy queen already went down. These ones don't have enough energy for transfuse.
Oh, that's bad. Why doesn't he have any spores? This game.
Oh god, he had a spore, but it was not in position for the Void Rays, and with this, every single queen goes down, only one remaining. The Hydras are slowly about to pop out, and they are going to be able to push this away, but already the damage was done.
Yeah, I don't know he can't make queens now because he doesn't have a spawning pool.
Exactly. That was every single queen. He has no more injects until the spawning pool is done, and then he can remake them.
Yeah, but at this point, you just go mass Hydra. You get the queens, man. You need Hydras for the defense. You see this many Void Rays, carriers are very shortly behind. He's already going into an infestation pit. Good call by Jim, but what do you go here? Microbial Shroud?
Oh god, no, mate. You lost your damn mind if you're going Microbial Shroud right now.
You gotta go for Vipers.
He should be going for Vipers. We'll see. Ooh, nice adept run by here on the right hand side. The the Hydras, they were kind of busy trying to deal with the Void Rays.
Yeah, and I mean, he's splitting pretty good here, going for the gas. I mean, is that really worth 3 Void Rays for a gas guy that you didn't even get? Jim should just kill it himself because he feels bad for Paco.
Feels bad, man. The gas guys are just barely stayed alive. But Pacomike, he immediately went into that fleet beacon. He is already working on his carrier count. This is the Pacomike we know and love. The Pacomike that goes into carriers as soon as possible. Problem is, it's vulnerable to something like this. It's vulnerable to Hydras because there's no storm. Only charge shots.
+1 weapons and grooved spines are finishing up at the exact same time.
Ooh, interesting.
I think +1 weapons is a little bit better. But Jim already has +1 attack.
Oh yeah.
Going for +2.
He is.
And the lurkers. I think I'm learning from Jim a lot of static is okay.
Oh yeah, like especially because of all these run bys, like the Zealot run bys, like the depths as well. Like you need something there, especially if you lack vision, and you lack vision when your opponent goes for heavy Void Rays because you can't have any Overlords out there.
Yeah. Let's see, what's it gonna be here? Pacomike, how do you end this game? Jim is now aware of what's coming.
Oh. He is aware.
Oh, what a waste of Zealots. Paco's just trying to make these risky moves and they're not paying off, and every time it doesn't pay off, it costs him heavily.
Oh yeah. These Zealots, they were hoping to find some kind of damage. They get the hatchery low, so maybe it'll go down later on, but at the moment, Jim is looking perfectly fine defensively. At the same time though, Pacomike, he is finally working on Storm. Like, this game is gonna go on for quite a bit longer.
Yeah.
Like, Pacomike shouldn't move out.
That anyone can join this tournament. Any rank, I believe. But they got to be from Latin America, right?
Yes. You have to be from the land of Latino America, from South America or Central America. So yeah, you have to be from one of those countries to compete.
But now, obviously, you probably won't win if you're not a GM like Jim. What is this over here that he's building to the right? Oh, it's just a lot of carriers. It looked like a whole base on the mini map.
Oh god, it's pretty much a whole base. The carriers, they're pushing in. I imagine he's probably just gonna kill the hatchery and like recall out.
Yeah, and there's a warp prism in the main base that almost went down, but he has so many Vipers. Oh my god.
This isn't the first. Man, I'm getting flashbacks. I don't know if you remember this. Jim has done this before.
Yeah.
This is too many
I think
Vipers.
he did it last week.
Yeah.
Never too many. You gotta have more Vipers than Stormy Boys so they can't give you feedbacks.
Can't
Can't feedback us all.
Oh god, like Jim is maxed out. His army is so much smaller than it could be. We'll see if it's worth it. We'll see if he's able to get those yoinks and
Jim,
make it work.
Look at the worker count for me, Light. I don't think I've ever seen this many workers. I mean, I have a couple times, but 101 workers here.
Jesus.
You know, normally when I see Jim do that, it's for static. So I think when this next base is established over here to the west, he's gonna like throw down heavy static.
Oh yeah, that's what we expect to see. Okay, JimRising is sending his Vipers back home to gather more energy. Oh, the Vipers, they're all gonna go down to the storms. But that was it. That was all the storms.
Yeah, that was it. Jim shouldn't go home right now, but okay, yeah, yeah. There's reinforcements. He needs to get the heck out of there.
He needs to bail on this one, because like Pacomike, he lost a couple of carriers, which is fine, but like he's just remaking them. Like Pacomike's not gonna push out until he's maxed out.
Shout out to Lord Loken for accidentally subscribing, I think.
Thank you.
He was trying to gift. He also gifted.
Thank you so much, Lord Loken, for subscribing for tier 2, and also for gifting a sub to Marcelo.
Yeah, that's great. If anyone deserves it, it's that guy. But here comes a big engagement. Is Jim going to be able to hold this off? I believe so. With this many Yankee boys here.
Yankee boys?
You gotta wait. Yeah, Yankee boys. They do the yonks.
You gotta get them yonks out, mate.
Yeah, you gotta yonk them. No yonks at all here.
Doesn't sound right.
Yonks really, yeah, it doesn't at all. It's not right. No one should have this many Vipers and yonk this much.
Oh. And that may be it. Like, there's only one high tempo remaining. No more storms.
He attacked as much as he could, and that's like half of the recall. Get out of there. Hopefully, you get to fight another day.
Yo. At the same time, we have
this
massive.
Matter, though.
It doesn't. We'll see. He's gonna be able to take out this hatchery. We'll see how many workers, if any. Yo, if he just goes to the bottom right, he can take another hatchery out.
But can he stop this pushing army here?
What's scary about this? Where's the anti-air for Jim? Like, where's the anti-air? Like, the carriers can just deal with this.
I don't think he has an observer. Oh, he has one observer in this army.
This is an expensive loss for Jim.
Look at his bank, though. Over 5,000 minerals, 3,000. Yeah, no, I don't think Jim cares.
Okay.
12 Hydras, 9 lurkers on the way. He's been saving up a fat bank for a while. He's been maxed out on 91 workers. He was at 100 and something workers, and now he's down to 80 because he's making so much static.
Jim, like, it's one of those things where, like, Jim has a lot of money. That doesn't mean you can be careless, though. Like, you gotta be careful, Jimbo. He does remake his lurkers, though, and we do see more and more Hydras on the way, so he's okay for now. We'll see, though, because we have a mothership as well. Like, I hope Jim doesn't neglect.
I'm just noticing that Lord Loken has given out 161 subs. That is mad.
Oh my god.
That's nuts. That's
61? What about 8 more, man? Hit that 69.
169. Let's do it.
Oh god. If you ever hit that number, you need to make sure you screenshot that. That'd be amazing.
I mean, he's definitely on route to hit that number. I'd be pretty upset if you stopped at 161 when he's so close. I'll throw you the money for the extra couple.
I would be upset if he stops at 168. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like,
all right, I think this is the last ditch effort from Pacomike here to have a leg in this tournament. All Jim has to do is take a good engagement, not storms, feedbacks, and he should be good. So far, so good. Storms are gonna have to be wasted on the lurkers. Yonks are coming down. Hydras are backing up, being kited. This base goes down, but at what cost? Jim now supply blocked.
Oh god, Pacomike is gonna get out of here. He's gonna bail. Oh god.
Oh my gosh, the Hydras can't catch up to the Viper yoinks.
The yonks, he's not yonking enough, but there we go.
Not yonking enough.
Every single carrier goes down. At the same time, there's a bit of a zealot run by, but look at all this stack defense.
Jesus, man. Jim's making me feel like it's okay to get static. I always thought that was against the rules.
Nah, mate, that's what you need in late game ZvP. And Pacomike, it was a bit of an anti-timing. He pushed out, he lost all his carriers, Only just now the mothership comes out. Like this, mate. This is the hell. Why'd you leave without it?
Yeah.
God damn. But it's fine. He's just remaking them 4 at a time.
I mean, you say it's fine, but Jim still has a massive bank.
Yeah.
Jim just has to be aggressive here, I think.
He does. He needs to do something about these bases. He needs to make sure that Pacomike doesn't have a comfortable enough economy to afford those losses and to keep going here. Otherwise, Jim, like it's going to be scary. You know, a maxed out Protoss army is still terrifying. You got to respect that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, we're the Brood Lords. That's what Jim needs.
Where are the High Templar? There's like 3 High Templar in here, man. You need more.
Yeah, why does he keep fungal growthing those cannons?
That's a good question. I mean, Jim, he gets almost surrounded by the Protoss army. He loses a lot of supply. He loses every single Viper.
Oh my god, this is actually getting really bad. This is a scary thing about throwing away your army. If you can't remax instantly, you're gonna... He has 43 Hydras on the way, which is pretty impressive. But if Pacomike didn't give him the time to pop these out, it would have been a lot worse for him. But Jim should be able to get the Hydras out. Is he going to be able to get energy on the Vipers? I don't know.
That's going to be the big question here. What's important is that there's no Storm in this army. It's just the Archons and the Carriers. So it's not the worst fight for JimRising. And it looks like Pacomike realizes that and he's backing off. How much he's going to lose, though?
Yeah. You just can't stand too close to these Archons here, but the objective from any regular game in PvZ is you want to kite back and take out the Interceptors with the Hydras. And then you hope Vipers come into play and, you know, Lurkers, but no Lurkers, no Storm from either side. They don't have the essentials of the army here. Now there's a lot of Stormy boys here.
Mate, there's 7 Vipers on the way, and the problem that I have with this is like, okay, make 2 less Vipers or 3 less Vipers, throw down a Spire and get some Corruptors, you know? Like, diversify your anti-air a little bit. Oh boy. Okay, this is a nice one.
I think Jim needs to do more of this. He needs to start click the base. Click the base.
Yeah, they're both going to lose a base here, or Jim should take this Nexus.
I think Jim needs a Spore Forest.
That's the thing that
that'll make
missing.
it a lot harder to push in over here.
Yeah, like we saw like the Spine Forest, which is great and all, but you need spores to help, you know, give detection, to help deal with the Interceptors, the Carriers, the Mothership. Oh god,
this is getting scary. Oh, I like the fungal growth. Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
You would have to rapid fire fungal growth in order to get the a parasitic bomb to get the Interceptors. I've never seen anyone ever parasitic bomb Interceptors. But it makes sense. How could you micro 1 Interceptor?
Yeah.
I think you just call him back into the carrier and it goes away. I don't know. But Jim, he's given too much time to Pacomike. He's been able to get a very nice army out here, and that's not what you want.
Definitely. Like, these are nice pickoffs. Yeah, he gets a Mothership, which is great.
Pacomike's long distance mining Jim's base. His old base.
He needs to get whatever he can, mate. Ooh, these High Templar are a little bit vulnerable, but I feel like Pacomike has gotten to the point where he has enough High Templar, he has enough carriers.
Yeah.
I don't think Jim can win this with this kind of army.
Pacomike's taking out his base. They switch bases.
Yep.
They switch sides. Jim's also trying to take that base. Who's gonna get there first?
Oh god. Mate, we're going full base trade. We're going base trade, mate. Jim, like, to be fair, Jim can't fight this. He cannot fight this with pure Hydra, so he's just going across the map, and we'll see what happens.
I don't know what happens here. They both have pretty decent sized banks. Jim has a lot more gas though, so one big juicy storm. Oh, he lost half of his oh, nice fungal growth. Is that enough to take out the shield and then some?
No,
it doesn't even take out the shield.
Unfortunately, parasitic.
Parasitics should stack.
Yeah, that's the thing. Parasitics do not stack, so unfortunately, only the shields go down here for Pacomike. Jim turns around.
Jim.
I think.
Love to throw games.
Yeah, you know what? Pacomike, Paquito, when he finally goes double Stargate, it looks like he's going to tie up the series.
The Interceptors are dying as they fly back into the parasitic cloud.
True.
And now, I don't know. There's not that many Interceptors here, and the Archons are going to go down very fast. We're getting in a weird place here.
That we are,
Jimmy. Oh, no, don't target fire down the carriers.
He gets one carrier. Now he's finally fighting the interceptors, but that was a heavy loss.
Pacomike broke. Jim took out the 2 last mining bases.
What about the bottom right?
Well, besides that one. But it's not mining, technically.
Technically. What's scary is that Jim is also broke. He only has one. He's not mining right now. He has 1 hatchery. This is it. And it's spotted by Pacomike.
Yeah, he's actually mining from it. And the accidental swarm host for the win.
Why are you here?
Then he waddled away.
He's like, I just want to be a part of the game.
Yeah. He's like, I just want people to know I still exist.
Oh, God.
I'm still a viable unit option.
Sometimes. I
Yeah,
swear.
Sometimes. I swear I'm good. Like, come on, man. We know you're not. It's okay. We still accept you. But go away. That's actually pretty huge when the banks are getting this close. Oh, my God, Jim. What are you doing, Jim? The Storms. Oh, Jim lost. GG. Wow. Jesus Christ, Jim. Jesus, what a throw.
Jim, he just couldn't close it out. He didn't tech out of Hydra Lurker Viper. He stuck on it. He was persistent. He's like, these are the units I'm gonna make, and a random swarm host. And that's it. That's it.
I don't know what Jim was doing there.
I do think it was just yeah.
We were there for like what, 22 minutes or something, 23, and Jim just slowly gave that game away.
Oh, it does feel a lot like tunnel vision. It's one of those things where, like, Jim should be aware, like, because he played it in the previous game. Like, eventually you want to switch into Spire and Greater Spire and have your Brood Lords and have your Corruptors, still have your Vipers. Just because, like, Storm just works, it's just so much worse against Corruptor Brood Lord.
Yeah.
You know, like, Corruptors are so much more tanky compared to Hydras. When it comes to Hydras,
I prefer Corruptor Lurker. Because I think the Lurkers and the High Templar have the same range when they're upgraded. So you can keep the High Templar at bay and then going with the Viper, try and get an Abduct. Or just going with the Corruptors and maybe Blinding Cloud all the ground army and target fire down with Corruptors.
The problem is that, like, regardless of what you want to go for in the end game, you want to get out of Hydras.
Yeah.
Because as we saw,
Hydras don't scale against carriers.
Yeah, like just like all you need is like 2 good storms and like your Hydra army is kind of done, you know? Like you got to get out of it eventually. Otherwise you're playing with fire, you know?
Yeah, poor Jim though on that one. He really threw that one. I hope he's not too tilted, because he can still win this, but I think he needs to go for something cheesy and crazy. Is he gonna change the Protoss at the countdown? I would be so mad if he did that.
We'll see what he does here. Regardless, this is it. This is the final game.
Ace match. I can't believe Ace match versus Pacomike and Jim. This is about as good as it gets for a final here. And there's no Spanish cast, so majority of the viewers, Latino America here, tuning in. You guys let us know where you're from. I'm interested to see. I know I've seen like Brazil, Mexico. Where are all the people from Belize that watch StarCraft? And here we are, spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, playing for Team Alpha X. I've introduced them many times, and I'm not tired of it. With the brand new mouse, it is none other than the blue Protoss player. Tied it up. It is all even Stevens here. It's Pacomike from Mexico.
And spawning in the top left hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the Mexican Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing Timbers Esports. He is the best Latin American streamer out there, one of the best players as well. Can he do it? We're tied up. We're 2-2. It is JimRising.
Now what I was gonna say is last game they're kind of playing hot potato of who could throw the game. Jim's like, no, I'm gonna throw the game, and then Pacomike's, no, I'm gonna throw the game, and just kept throwing it back and forth to each other. And it made me think, who invented the word playing hot potato? Did someone back in the day where they so bored they heated up a potato and then just started throwing it to people, and they said throw it to someone else?
I think that is the sad truth.
New camping game ideas.
I mean, old can't be this old.
No,
man.
no,
This
I mean
is-
new for me. Like I could play that now.
You're like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I can get a
You know
whole
what? That doesn't sound like too bad of a game. It sounds like a game me and my friends would play after a couple of whiskey shots on the land.
Oh god.
Now I get why they played hot potato.
That's crazy though. Like, it's one of those things where, like, all right, you're in the kitchen, you know, you're trying to cook, and then your goddamn kid is just pestering you, like, you know, wanting to play or something. So you're like, here, play with this, and you just get a potato out of the oven, and you just toss
You're
it
like
to
cooking,
them.
you're like, man, take this potato, play with that. Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know, play hot potato or something. Go
They're
throw
like-
it to your brother.
It's like, what am I supposed to do? Oh my god, it's because it's like burning his hands. He's like, oh Jesus Christ.
You better not drop it. He's like, what do I do with it? Throw it to someone else.
Keep it up.
Yeah, keep it in the air. You know, me growing up, I used a balloon and played that game where you keep it in the air.
Oh yeah. Everyone played that, like at parties and stuff. Like yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like, well, like, I don't know if you did it, but like we'd have like two people, and it'd be like semi volleyball, where it's like the person who can't keep it up loses, so you spike it to the ground, then you have to like dive and like try to keep it up and stuff. Like
The good old days.
yeah.
What I used to play growing up, that was probably the worst, funnest game. Well, there's two. One, I can't say the name of on stream, but it was like attack the person who has the football. I don't know why they had such a terrible name for it back in the day. But the other game was wall ball, which was pretty ridiculous. If you ever played wall ball,
That sounds like, is this with a tennis ball or a soccer ball? What is this?
it's with either a tennis ball or a racket ball, and you throw it up against a big flat wall.
Yeah.
And then if you try and catch it, but you don't catch it and it falls, you have to touch the wall before someone throws the ball at you. And it hurts.
It's like pseudo dodgeball sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, these kids,
But
they
that
have
was
it.
great.
They have it easy. You know, back in the day, we played with hot potatoes, we played with balloons and walls.
They got like iPads and stuff.
Yeah, like kids. Now, what are they doing? They're playing Fortnite on their iPads. Like,
Oh my god, it's disgusting. Go outside and throw stuff at each other. Jesus.
get some character. You know, like
Yeah. Wait,
shaking
what's
my
this
head.
bonk thing?
Exclamation mark bunk. That's what you do if someone is getting a little bit too feisty. You know, you bunk 'em.
You bonk them?
Yeah.
Bonk, go to jail?
You know, it's like you're putting them in line a little bit, making sure they get too out of hand.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the diversity in the chat. People from all over the place right now. All right. I mean, Jim here's denying this base, but what does that mean for Paco? He's got to have something attacking here. No shade on that one.
Yeah. Like, Jim is actually finding a lot of damage with these things. He's actually denied the third base, killed already 2 adepts. Oh, at the same time, we do have that Oracle across the map finding 5 drone kills.
That's nice, yeah. I'm liking the bonk. I didn't know that. Now we got to start exclamation mark bonk at Destan SC2 in the chat. Can you bonk other people? Oh, you can.
Yeah, you can bonk anyone.
Yeah. I'm going to start just bonking everyone. That's what I'd like to do in real life.
Oh, God. Also,
Yeah, quirky. Yeah, that's what I assumed, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet.
What's interesting is that we're 5 minutes in. We haven't talked about the game at all. We got Glaive Adepts coming out.
Yeah. But I feel like we saw this. Was this what Jim destroyed with his mutas?
He did.
Jim already has Hydras, though, so how does this play out? He's not going to be able to get Army out in time. At the same time, in the main base, in Stasis Ward, Jim does catch a Stasis Ward.
What? Okay.
Well, is he going to do anything about it?
So the last time Jim shut this down, he already had roaches. The roaches are only just coming out. They are not ready for these adepts.
He had a roach wall off, actually.
Yeah,
Like a whole wall. No wall here. No, nothing. He's
It's
getting
nothing.
10 roaches out right now, but it's going to be too late.
Exactly. Like, he's already lost the queen here at the natural. The shade completes in the main base. So far,
This is not how I want Jim to go. To Adepts.
to be fair, Jim hasn't lost too many workers. Like, workers only just now starting to go down. As long as it doesn't get too out of hand, Jim is going to be okay.
Oh my god, the stasis ward. Oh, that's brutal, but I don't know if it's enough to be game-changing here. Jim still has enough roaches. He's lost 11 workers. I wouldn't say he's quite out of the race yet, though. 13 workers now going down in total. It's getting rough for Jim here, but he might be able to counterattack.
This is bad. This is getting bad. We'll see if it gets any worse. There's still adepts here in the main base, but it looks like everything should be cleaned up. Finally, Jim, he can breathe a little bit easier.
Yeah, there's nothing left really for Pacomike. He's warping in a bunch of zealots with legs, but there's roaches as well as lings on the way across the map. No shield battery. There's shield battery in the back, but he's just now putting that forward pylon down. He's even going to bring back the Oracle to try and tag the army or maybe do some damage. All right. I guess, with the Void Ray out.
Yeah, that's
Jim's
the
gonna go
thing.
home.
Because there's a Void Ray, these roaches can't do much here. Jim did throw down a Hydra Den earlier, so he can switch into that, but at the moment, this counterattack that he wanted to go for isn't going to happen.
Seeing that many zealots, I think you go ahead and skip the Hydras for now, maybe. Go heavy on the roaches.
Especially
getting 5. He did go for Hydra Roach one of the games that we saw.
He did. And I mean, you don't have to commit too hard to the Hydras. There's only one Void Ray. Like, you don't need too much there. You can still go for a more Roach Ravager heavy composition. But we got a game on our hands.
Yeah. Thanks, chat, for being so engaged today. I can't even keep up with chat anymore.
I can't at all either. Like chat is just zooming by, and I'm trying to keep up. People are catching up with the tennis ball, with the tennis and everything, and
I try and catch up, and then there's like 5 conversations by the time I catch up on one. How do streamers do it?
They don't, mate.
I'm not even playing a game. There's 2 of us. Streamers are gods.
I mean, you've got Artosis, who he just ignores the people in the chat.
Yeah. Just BMs his opponent.
Oh god, but this is a little bit scary. Charge is done, +1 is done. We got a lot of charge lots. We got Immortals as well.
Oh my god, 5 Archon, or I guess 5 Stormy Boys that can be morphed into Archons. Shield Battery healed by Shield Battery. Interesting.
My god.
I mean, Jim's had the better economy for quite some time, I feel. If he can get these roaches out and defend against these zealots.
That's a big if.
Oh my god, I don't think that's enough for Jim. I don't think he knows this is coming.
That's what I'm worried about. Like, Jim has no vision on this left-hand side of the map. If this pushes in, like, what does Jim have? He doesn't even have any Ravagers to, like, help pile anything down.
Oh, he's gonna have to pull the boys. What do you do in this position? Force field yourself out? I don't know.
God.
Okay, reinforcement. I mean, this base is gonna go down.
It is going to go down. Not just the base. Like, Pacomike doesn't have to turn away. He can keep going from here. There's nothing stopping him.
And the Warp Prism's going into the main. Oh no! I cannot believe it. That is unfortunate. I was really hoping to see Jim take the W here.
Mate.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. He threw a couple games. Zealots in the main, Zealots in the natural. Jim is losing workers like hot fries, hot cakes, whatever you lose fast.
Like hot potatoes, mate.
Hot potatoes. Yeah, like hot potatoes. Full circle. Bonk for hot potatoes. Jim, he's not going to be able to make it. I don't see a comeback from this very easily. Zealots aren't even fighting here. Jim's just accepting his loss at this point.
Exactly. The third goes down. The main is going to go down. Jim, just everything is all over the place. And Pacomike, there's a reason why we say he is the best Protoss in Latino America. Because he straight up is. And even though he did take a break from the game for like a solid month, he's back and he's still solid.
Because his mouse broke. He went to play League of Legends for a month or however long, and then he comes back and wins the entire tournament against Jim, who's been getting better and better.
But you know what?
Man,
Protoss
Imba.
OP. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's the only conclusion here.
That has to be it, mate. All you got to do is play League of Legends, and then you're taking out Jim in a tournament. It's amazing.
How do you not cheese if you're Jim? Who says I want to play every game standard?
Jim wanted to be the honorable player, you know? Like, despite against all odds, despite the kind of person that Jim is. He's like, you know what? We're gonna play this straight up because you are my countryman. Yeah. We're both from the land of Mexico.
If Jim would have just like gone for some cheese, closed games when he could have, we would have been done 20-40 minutes ago, maybe.
Yeah, we know how bad Pacomike is against cheese. Like Neo took a game off of Pacomike with some solid cheese. Yeah. Like it's his kryptonite.
Nah, this is rough.
Yeah. Here we go. We got some more Warpins as well.
Storm's gonna end it.
Yeah, Charge Lot, Archon, Storm. Not just Storm. Behind us, Fleet Beacon is on the way. He's working on getting towards carriers if the game doesn't end.
Oh my god. This is the last and final push here. Jim's got one lurker. It looks like two here. The base is gonna go down. And Jim's economy is gonna be devastated.
Yeah.
War Prism into the main. Army, the main army of Pacomike gonna go ahead and pivot. Jim's gonna try and shut this down.
Yeah, the solid
Feedback's the queen. Who does that?
Oh god, the BM at the moment. Feedback's on the queen. He does force the majority of the army here, which means that Pacomike has the freedom to just push out, clear up all this creep. He honestly probably could have gone for the third base. He's just taking his time.
I mean, he's expanded beyond Jim's wildest dreams right now. He's even sending a second Overlord over there to make sure that that is what he's seeing in case the first Overlord is seeing incorrectly.
It's like a double take. He's like rubbing his eyes.
Yeah, it's like a double take. He's like, all right, this Overlord's lying to me. Let me send another one.
Can't be real.
Loco. He's taking the final plunge into the vat of grease to become fried chicken.
Yeah.
El pollo frito.
should that be the name of the Mexican tournament? El pollo frito?
Yeah, El pollo frito. That's a good one. I mean, that's gonna be Jim's name from now on when he gets absolutely fried like he is here.
Exactly. As Jim is still in it, but he's like quote unquote in it. Like he's struggling, you know, he's still long distance mining from his fourth base. Maybe he can make something happen. Maybe he can go for a base trade or something. Oh god.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I was like, oh, never mind. GG, man. That's the end of the tournament. I can't believe in a turn of events, Jim, I will say he threw a couple games. It is hard to close out the games with the counterattacks, but Jim threw his lead there through the tournament. And Pacomike, well, I won't give it all up to Jim throwing. Pacomike played diligently, made the right moves, and was able to secure a victory on his first tournament back.
Exactly. GG. Like as much as we can say that Jim, there were maybe two games where he was solidly ahead, and then it slipped away from him. Pacomike did a lot right there. Like he was in really rough positions, and he was just like the solid Mexican shield, you know, like he would defend at home. He would eventually get up to carriers, and then when he finally had that, he did what Protoss do best, and you know, he just A-moved. It's great. Yeah. This is great.
That's how Protoss moves. A-move. That's how you know Protoss A-moves, because they won.
But big shout out to Pacomike. Like we love him here. Like we're
just racist against Protoss, unfortunately. Just and you guys just gotta deal with it.
Almost all Protoss. It's kind of weird how it works because like we love Pacomike, but even before him, like we're massive like Darkness fans. Like
yeah,
there's
we're always fans of the Protoss, but they're still Imba.
Yeah.
NOP. But with that being said, thank you guys for being so engaging today. This is like one of the times I can't even keep up with chat, and it's not even like the biggest viewership we've had, but the most chat, so that's cool. If you guys enjoyed what you did here today and saw and heard, you can get more of it. There's all the links and stuff that'll be coming up soon from Light. But for now, man, I enjoyed these games very much. So this is everything I want out of a Latin American tournament. And congrats to Jim for getting some prize. Congrats to Pacomike as well. And so for me, if you guys want to follow me, everything is Yoda_Slim. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. I think even Facebook's Yoda_Slim. Whatever you want to follow me on. But most importantly, CranKy Ducklings is where you guys can show your love to me. Support CranKy Ducklings. And then that makes me feel good. So yeah, do that. Light, where can they find you and more about the CranKy Ducklings?
Before that, it's something that we actually didn't mention all tournament today, but Exclamation mark Maturino in the chat.
Yeah, I forgot about Matcherinos.
So good. Exclamation mark Maturino in the chat if you want to give some love to these Latin American players. Of course, you can use code HYPE HYP13 for this tournament. I believe almost all the coupon codes have already been used up, but you can use what little there is left. And yeah, as you were saying, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter if you want to tune in to some StarCraft streams. If you want to tune into some team games as well, I've been playing 2v2s and 3v3s with Milk and Yaku, and it's been a lot of
cool.
it's just a stream where we just yell at Yaku all time, like for 3 hours.
I feel like that's any stream that involves Yaku.
That's true. That's true. So that's a lot of fun. If you want to tune in to that, you can on my personal stream. But more importantly, you can follow us here on the CranKy Ducklings. Follow us here on Twitch. As you can see, our weekly schedule, we are live almost every single day. We just finished up with Copa Hyperion here on Saturday. We will be live in just under 4 hours with Grand Platypus Open. I will be casting that alongside Yaku. Of course, we were just talking about him.
One thing I want to throw in real quick is someone said they call him the Mexican Shield, and it reminds me of like the Mexican Wall, and I think that should be his name is La Pared.
La Pared, yes, I love it. I love it.
All right, thanks for the name there. You didn't quite go with the name, but you got me there, so I appreciate that. But yeah, continue on, Light. I just had to let that out.
Oh, good. But yes, you can see if you enjoyed us, and then hit that follow button. If you want to tune into our VODs, check us out on YouTube. CranKy Ducklings on YouTube as well. All of our VODs are uploaded there. You know, split up by match, so you can find specific matchups or players that you want to follow. You follow us on the social media: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We are all over the place. We're on Discord if you want to check out our Discord server. We are all there. All the CranKy Ducklings are there if you want to interact with us. And more importantly, if you want to support us, you can with subscribing on Twitch, or you can check us out on Patreon. Our Patreon is set up to not just support the CranKy Ducklings, but more importantly to support the tournaments that we run, so we can expand the tournaments, we can grow them as best we can.
Yeah, don't forget to social distance and stay hydrated, and use hand sanitizer, wash your hands, stay warm if it's cold, stay cold if it's warm. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Ciao. See you next time.